I'm Rob Davis. I identify as a gay man and I'm the LGBT officer for Aberystwyth Student Union.
I'm Chris and I identify as a bisexual.
Hannah, and I'm not actually entirely sure at the moment. Probably gay, I guess, yeah.
My name's Chris and I identify as a homosexual male.
I'm Ash, I'm gay.
James Steele and I'm gay.
I'm Chris and I'm gay.
I'm Jess and I'm bisexual.
My name's Connor and I identify as bisexual.
Well, my name's Thomas Shaw and I identify myself as just gay.
My name's John Davis and I identify as gay.
My name's Shannon. I identify as genderqueer / lesbian, I would say.
My name's Christopher Parry. I identify as homosexual.
I'm James and I identify as gay.
I'm Nathan and I'm gay.
My name's Sophie and I identify as lesbian.
I'm Jacob and I identify as gay.
Anthony Aldridge and I identify as a gay male.
My name's Josh and I'm bisexual.
I never really came out to my family in person. I changed my Facebook relationship status to in a relationship, and it was with a guy called Leon. And my mum didn't react well to that. More because it wasn't the fact that I didn't tell her I was gay. It wasn't the fact that I was gay. It was the fact that I didn't tell her. And other than that, it hasn't impacted my family life at all. They all support me openly.
I was nervous. It was hard, but they were fine with it.
Yeah.
Mum took it a bit hard, but basically just gave me a hug and said that she still loved me, and it was okay.
It was difficult. My mother took it, had a very bad reaction, and it's still not as good as it could be, but slowly we're getting there.
It was alright. Those, like my dad and people that were a little bit kind of old-fashioned about it, had taken time, but getting used to it, so.
It was absolutely fine coming out to my family. They were all really accepting and all really welcoming, and it was just I didn't have any worries about it at all.
There was a good 2-3 year period where I knew I'd have to tell them, but it was just getting up the courage to actually tell them, and they were both completely fine with it. Like my mum at first was slightly confused by it, but now I couldn't have more accepting parents at all.
My family knew before I did, so they were okay with it before I even knew myself.
Good and still good, yeah. They were happy, it's supportive.
My closest friend I don't think I told till summer before coming to uni. But when I told him, he was like, yeah, I always knew, I just never thought to talk to you about it because I thought you wouldn't like me to talk about it. So. And I've got friends here that have always known I'm gay, so we're okay with it.
All my friends have been wonderful. Since I started coming out to them 5 years ago, every new friend I meet, eventually I tell them and they're fine with it.
I didn't really have to tell my friends. They sort of knew anyway.
Telling my friends is fine. They're all really accepting.
I kind of got told off by my friends because, especially back home, because I was out in university for quite a while, and then every now and again a few friends back home would kind of find out about me, and then the ones who finally found out last, they told me off actually for not telling them first.
I found it actually a lot easier than I thought it might be. I thought I'd be really emotional, I thought it'd be really hard, but my friends were really accepting and it was as if they knew what I was going through.
Well, I actually came out to my friends before I came out to my family. I was out for some of my friends for almost a year, but nearly all of my friends that I've spoken to, they've had a very, very positive reaction.
My friends were my biggest support when I came out. I didn't have a single person that actually turned around and had a problem with it.
I came out in the first week of first year, no issue at all. I'm now in a house with 2 other gay guys, and the straight guys actually moan at us because we're the messier ones of the 5.
I started off coming out more in society by going to gay clubs, and I was always welcomed with open arms. It was so strange, but yet so satisfying to be in a place where it's like, oh my god, there's some guys kissing or whatever, and then to be able to do that yourself in a public place. It really helps to be around people who have been through the same things.
So it's definitely like a base of support, where you can just like be yourself without having to worry about potential prejudice from like random people.
General society, especially at university and in a university town, it's fine here. I mean, Aberystwyth's got to be one of the few places I've been where you can walk down a road and no one would care if you were holding hands with another person of the same sex.
I think society in general is becoming more supportive. There's so many more people who are stepping forward and saying that it's okay to be gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, or anything under that or those umbrella terms.
Yeah, absolutely. With the stuff that we've got going through the government now about same-sex marriage, it's amazing. We've never had a government put forward of its own accord sort of equality legislation. This is something that we haven't had to fight for, so I find that amazing. And we're equal in almost every sense in law now, so we're almost there.
Made it better because I've met more people, done more stuff that I felt like I could do now, gone to more things.
Since coming out, I've been a lot happier. Like beforehand, I was more of a robot, functioning just not really the happy self I am today. But yeah, a lot happier since I've come out. A lot more fun, a lot more entertaining.
I was quite angry before and always down, and now I'm a lot happier. It's always good.
It makes life a lot more bearable once you have told people. It's a massive weight off your shoulders. So,
well, I'm more confident now because I don't have to pretend I'm straight anymore. Being out I've managed to get a boyfriend because I'm out and people know I'm gay. So, yeah, it's really good. I don't have to pretend I'm someone else, and I could just be myself and be proud of it now.
It was the best thing I did. I feel so much more at home with myself now. I get to wake up every day and be myself rather than someone else.
It gets better.
It gets better.
It does get better, yes.
Gets better.
It gets better. It does get better.
Gets better. It definitely gets better.
It gets better.
It does get better.
It gets better.
It does get better. It definitely does get better.
It gets better.
It gets better.
It's better.
It definitely gets better.
It does get better.
It gets better.
It does. Of course it gets better.
It definitely gets better. It gets better every day.